The second event of the ARA Super Late Model Tour season brings us to Kentucky, here at the Louisville Speedway. Track out a very unique layout, and some are considered to only have 3 turns. Though I'd say the kinks could certainly count as turns of how sharp they are. Unlike Oxford, weather has been a lot better here this week, though it has still been a little on the colder side since it is still in the winter months. It's been a lot more manageable. Now, one of the big stories happened in the heat races, where last week's winner, Kat Bishop, blew an engine while running in second, and so she missed out on the A main and had to go to the B main instead. Second and third in points, Elon Carlton and Matthew White also had to go to the B main for other reasons. Meanwhile, a relatively unknown name in Tesla McCarthy, driving for a small team, won his heat race, and another heat race winner was a driver that's also the source of a pre-race headline, Roger Ray. He is making his debut in a number 16 North Border Motorsports car, as its previous driver, Ricky Freeman Jr., was released from the team, citing internal issues. As for the B main, it was barely even a contest, as Kruger Racing driver Tim Hayes led flag to flag on his way to a dominating victory. He came just a few inches short of making the A main. He was pipped by Luis Dubois. He certainly proved that he deserved to be in that A main. Elon Carlton was second, Matthew White third, John Johnston fourth, Elliott Henderson in fifth, Kat Bishop 6th after rolling off 26th, Katie Jackson 7th, Roger Stanley originally came home 8th, but after an incident where he slowed up the field coming to the final restart, he was demoted to the tail end of the lead lap, meaning Joe Pinke finished 8th, Sven Jensen 9th, and Carla Violet came home 10th. It's been a very interesting night so far, so why don't we continue it and get down to the track for the A main. And the field is rolling. JF Finguy starting on pole once again, 2 weeks in a row. Can he turn into a win this time? That's the question, but I think 34 other drivers out here would rather get their names out there, get in the victory lane. But we'll find out 102 laps from now. The pace car is in. We come down to the stripe, and the green is out. We're rocking in Louisville. Oh, and right off the bat, Leon Meriwether gets the wall, little too ambitious on the start. And that's going to cost him the second position to Tesla McCarthy, one of the probably most surprising heat race winner, driving for that underfunded number 35 team. It was certainly surprising to see him starting so high up the order, but here he is, running up in second, and there's probably the other surprise winner, Roger Ray, making his debut in the Super Late Model Tour. He's off to a good start. Austin Sanders forcing the issue 3 wide. Mark Dyer and Sebastian Louvier. Sanders wasting no time in trying to get to the front. I think Dyer gave Louvier a bump. He's getting a bit impatient there. I mean, he's trying on the inside. Brett Hunter is going to deny him. Already getting a little bit aggressive here. As drivers jockey for position, Leon Meriwether has not gotten to the inside line yet. Instead, Jean-Louis Flabert is trying to work on him. Ray pushed it hard. He ran a little wide. He's left the door open for Sanders. And I think Louvier just got the wall. So, looks like some of these drivers struggling a little bit early on. We're going to take a look for the midfield. Nothing too crazy yet. Drivers being a lot calmer than they were in Oxford. I don't think anyone wanted to repeat it there, though it probably helps that it's at least a little warmer out here tonight. Actually get some heat into the tires. But of course, that might just mean that these drivers will get even more aggressive. Oh, there's Brett Hunter. He's the youngest driver in the field, 14 years of age, and he's looking very fast right now. It looks like he's challenging Austin Sanders for P5. And there you go. Easy as you like. That's Evan Brown up to 7th. Another good start there, but Roger Ray really making some mistakes. He pushes it wide again. Now leaves the door open for Laura Harrison to go by. And Harrison got a top 10 in Oxford, and she's looking to follow through with that tonight. Just get another one. And she's certainly looking good so far. Yeah, certainly. But yeah, so far been a lot cleaner than Oxford, and I think a lot of people are going to be relieved for that. They're going to be a little bit relieved by that, except for the guys who are trying to chase down JF Finn guy, who's already opened a modest gap over Tesla McCarthy, and McCarthy's falling into the clutches of Meriwether. The 11's going to shoot down the inside, and he's going to get that spot pretty easily, I think. But Brett Hunter, the 14-year-old, already on. He is really on the move. He's past Flaubert. He's up to 4th now. Oh, a little bit of a mistake from the 35. Keeps it off the wall. Oh, something happened. We got a spinner. Cautions, and that'll be the first caution of the night. Looks like Sam Energy and Jarrett Harrison. Ah, that's a tough break for Sam Energy. This was his first A-main in his career. Harrison's first of the season, and that is going to be a setback for Harrison and the end of the race for Sam Energy. Let's take a look at what happened to bring out the first caution of the night. Well, looks like Colin Bryant got a little too ambitious there, a little aggressive behind the 28, turned him down, and then he bounced off the wall and got into Jarrett Harrison. We saw Dubois was collected along with Millie Baker. But that will be the end of the race for Sam Energy. Tough break for him. We'll be restarting lap 22. JF Fingal will still be your leader. Leo and Meriwether in tow. That's McCarthy, Hunter, Flaubert, Sanders, Brown, Harrison, Wallace, and Ray, your top 10. And there's your pace car coming down. Some of those guys back there may want to pick it up. They'll probably be fine. But Finn Guy, you'll have to open up a gap once more. And McCarthy did not get a good restart. Meriwether made another mistake. Meriwether is botching these restarts tonight. He's gonna have to get that figured out if he wants any shot at catching Finn Guy. Ooh, Harrison getting into it of Mitsuhide Nakamura. Really threw it in there off the final turn. That could have ended in disaster, though you could argue that was disaster for the 54, as that right side is now destroyed. McCarthy, though, doing battle with Meriwether, trying to clear him, and he does. He's back up to 2nd. And now Meriwether once again under fire. This is really the 11's undoing so far tonight, is just these restarts. Oh, Hunter sends it in, they make contact! And now Austin Sanders jumps on both of them. Some exciting battling here at the front, but now McCarthy's going to have to watch his rear view. He's fighting so hard to stay up here, but he is far from the fastest car right now. I think JF Finn Guy's loving this. Oh, Hunter got way too aggressive. He pancaked a wall. Meriwether door checks the 35. He really sent him up the racetrack, and McCarthy didn't like that. He gave a little shot on the front straight. Very aggressive racing. But look at this. This is Evan Brown driving for Chuck Leslie Motorsports. These guys, well, they've been longtime veterans of the Super Late Model Tour. But Evan Brown is a rookie driver. He's making his debut in the series, and now he's going to work his way past McCarthy for position. That will be for P4. Outstanding performance for the Michigan native. But now that Meriwether's gotten back out in clean air, can he start catching Finn Guy? That is the question. Right now it looks like no. But we'll see what the gaps look like as they cross the stripe. Nope, he's not going to do it because here comes Sanders. And Finn Guy is still opening a gap. McCarthy's starting to slip back. He just does not have the car to really stay up here. Probably doesn't help. He's a very inexperienced young driver there. second time out one of these cars. This is his first A-main. And, well, there's a guy we need to watch out for tonight. I was wondering where he was. There's Mark Dyer. He fell back a little bit on the start, but he is now up to 11th. So he is slowly working his way back up the order after a slow start, and his teammate Sterling Conway is right in tow. So we'll have to watch out for the Dale Barnes Racing cars tonight, it looks like. They're on the move. But Finguy is still opening that gap. The 9 looks so strong tonight. And, well, he's catching some of the stragglers in the back. Like Shaw, Stanton, Baker, Harrison, and Nakamura. But really, the battle for second is the main highlight right now. Merriweather and Sanders have been going at it. Harrison's been closing in, and now so is Brown. And you can kind of see, and that should probably show you that how much McCarthy's fighting that car right now, as a gap has started to open between the 72 and the 35, and, well, there goes Brett Hunter. Right down the inside. He's at least able to keep it off the wall, so good job there, but, that was a little weird. Wallace took a strange line there. For a moment, I thought something had happened, but no, still going clean, but yeah, that 35 is dropping real quickly. It was like Dyer hit a setback as well, and he's being passed by Jay Jefferson. And Jefferson started pretty far down the order, but he is certainly making amends for that. And Alexa Lake also working her way up the order. This is the only Laterza Motorsports car in the A-main. Josh Bright didn't make it, and neither did Kat Bishop after a gearbox failure in her heat race. That is, of course, that was the second mechanical issue for Laterza Motorsports in 2 weeks. They're just trying to work out whatever may be wrong with these cars. If they want to have a shot at the title, they can't have those kinds of reliability issues. And now Roger Ray is harassing the 35, but he sent it way deep. Way too deep. Now Conway takes advantage. So Ray's showing some good speed in his debut, but his inexperience is showing for sure. Conway is, of course, the exact opposite of inexperienced. 53 years of age, one of the oldest drivers in the field tonight. And look at that. Makes the move on McCarthy. He didn't even touch him. That was smooth as silk. Conway is very fast tonight. Harrison's defending from Brown. Finguy is already starting to lap cars. He's now going through. He's already passed Harrison, Baker, Nakamura. He's now putting Gary Shaw lap down. And up next is Colin Bryant. A little bit of an interesting story of Bryant here. He actually had some injuries in he actually had a bruised rib in from a crash in the B main at Oxford. But against his doctor's better wishes, he showed up to the track and immediately put down an absolute banger of a lap time in qualifying, get himself locked into the A main. He qualified 4th. It's not having a good race, but it's impressive that he's here at all, if I'm being honest. Finguy is... I really think navigating lap traffic is going to be the key if you want... Navigating lap traffic is going to be the key tonight. If they want any chance of catching Finguy, and that's a little awkward for him. Caught loose Stanton and James Colwell in the middle of a battle. Now, while Stanton slides it very wide, just gives Finguy the room. I think someone might have been worried that a Roger Stanley car made the A-main once again, but I wouldn't worry too much. Loose Stanton, very experienced race car driver. A lot more experience than Field Douglas, who is making his debut at Oxford. And he's having a quiet showing right now. Currently listed in the 28th position. Could be worse. And looks like McCarthy has now been removed from the top 10, or has he? No, he's fighting back against Louvier. Like, Sebastian Louvier had passed him for position, but Jay Jefferson's going to be one to watch out for. Because he started, I believe, 32nd, and he's now up to 9th. I think that maybe I think it's probably the single fastest car on the track for long-run speed. Him and Sterling Conway. These are the guys to watch. We're now we're now a little past halfway through this race. And it's just been all about JF Finguy. Dominating all weekend, got the pole, won his heat race, and so far he has led every single lap in the A-main. But I don't think anybody expected any less of JF Finguy. One of the icons of the sport, over 200 short track wins to his name. Multi-time champion of this series as well. And he's going to put another car a lap down, that being the 30 of Corey Sanner, who's not having as good of a night as he was, not as good of a race as he was in the heats, that's for sure. He battled there. Ikna Comet. And he's having a decent run right now. Fighting a Flatoshi Tengi for 24th. I think he just wants to get experience, slog laps, really get the car home in one piece. He doesn't want a repeat of Oxford, where I don't think this team wants a repeat of Oxford where both the Omega Racing cars crashed out in the A-main. They're doing fine for themselves, I think. Oh, I think Harrison just plowed into the back of the 45. That's a little... Okay, I understand if you want the lap traffic to move, but that is a little impatient if you ask me. That could have left her wide open if anybody was close enough to attack her. Yeah, she's a little lucky there, if I'm being honest. McCarthy's holding on to 10th for now, but I don't know how long that's going to last, as Alexa Lake just moved up to 11th, and Lake is hungry. After Cat Bishop wanted Oxford, and Lake ended up DNFing with an engine failure, I think Lake is hungry to prove her worth. And she's got a strong card tonight. Finguy's gap has now grown to 4 seconds. He's really one to watch. It's like Brett Hunter's been closing in on Evan Brown. He's gonna throw it in there. Oh, Shaw looks like he kind of had a twitch in turn 3. So that'll take him out of the picture against Hunter. And there is Sterling Conway. He's passed Wallace. If a caution comes out, people are going to... I think Finguy might need to watch his rear views if a caution comes out. Yeah, I feel like if this pack bunches back up, I think that yellow Kodak Chevrolet will be in his rear views very shortly. Like, only a matter of time. Looks like Meriwether gained some time on Finguy last lap, and Finguy's now lapping some more cars. That was Sparrow and Park he just put a lap down. Comet has actually managed to stay on the lead lap right now. He is. I wonder if that's why Meriwether's been gaining ground on him. Because I wonder if that's why Meriwether's been gaining ground. Comet is fighting hard to stay on the lead lap. He was blocking the 9 right there. And I mean, you do whatever you can. I mean, he has a right to fight for that. But wow. He really did not want to let Finguy go. And there's his next victim. Ross Jackson. Oh, there's Roger Ray. Looks like Ray's lost a lot of ground. Yeah, he's down to 19th now. That's a little bit of a disappointment for him, I'd say. Oh, Dubois, another driver that started in the back. He's up in the top 15 now. Looks like he's got some good speed despite being involved in the first yellow. And I am honestly surprised that McCarthy's managed to hold his own. I thought Lake would have passed him by now, but very impressive. Conway's passed Brett Hunter, and Laura Harrison has fallen to Austin Sanders. We'll see how long Sanders can hold on at the front of the field. But we're just watching this 11 to see if he can gain anything. He has not been able to do that. Oh, and that's not going to help. He ran a little wide there. Oh, Brown left the door open. Rookie mistake. And here comes Conway. Man, Conway just looks so good right now. And we got a mechanical failure. Watch out. Watch out. Don't. That's going to be yellow. Careful. Don't hit him. Oh, Nakamura. Oh, 54's up and over. Well, that's not what you. That's not a pleasant sight. He's okay. He's okay. He's good. He's good. He's rolling. Oh my! Wow. Oh gosh. Nakamura went for a heck of a ride. That'll be the end of his night. But I think he's just glad. He's just glad he can still drive that thing. Oh, good to know he's okay. That was a wild crash, but we're under yellow for a second time tonight. Well, just like with Tears of Motorsports, I think Mach 3 Motorsports will have to take a good look at their cars, see what went wrong, because that was a wheel failure on the 30. Something with the wheels broke, and Sander had to stop that thing. Like, that tire pretty much exploded. And I mean, he couldn't get to the bottom. So he did a good job trying to stop it. But we're going to look at the back here. Here's Nakamura. He's side by side of JF Finn guy. He goes on the track. There was nowhere he could go. And same can be said for Mark Nutt. Slammed into the side of that car and sent him for one heck of a ride. And then, but I think the biggest surprise is the fact that Nakamura was able to drive away from that. Look how bent up that car is, man. Yeah, that, my friends, is the power of American steel. Let's take an onboard look with the 54. Alright, pace car coming back in here. It's going to be 20 laps to go. It's 30 laps to go. Sorry, it's going to be 20 laps to go. And Finn Guy is your leader. He's got a lot of cars between himself and second place, Lee Owen Merriweather. Austin Sanders got another shot there. This does bring Conway a little closer to Finn Guy, but yeah, it's going to take a lot here. And as we go back to green, Finn Guy nailed that restart. Fantastic job. And it was like this time, it was Sanders that made a mistake. Merriweather finally got one of these restarts right. He's going to immediately start cutting through traffic. He's got a lot of work to do if he wants to catch that 9 car. And there's Alexa Lake. She's passed McCarthy and is now forcing her way through. Got a little close to Shaw, and now she's immediately going underneath the 2. Oh, we got a car coming out of the pits. That is the 16 of Roger Ray. Slid up right in front of Colwell. That was a little sketchy, but he made it work. I don't know what happened to Ray. Was that a black flag? We'll take a look. Never mind. Before we can cut away, the 51 blows up. That's Dubois up in smoke. Is he gonna be able to make it back? Oh boy, here comes Finn Guy. Pull it to the bottom, buddy. Pull it to the bottom. Come on. Oh, he's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it, and we're back under yellow. Luckily, he's far out of the way of anybody. So, good job by Dubois to keep it out of harm's way. But that is a heartbreak. He was running so well. Well, he took a look to see what happened, and that's exactly what happened. Inexperience gets the better of Roger Ray as he dives underneath and he passes Mark Dyer before the strike. So that was a black flag, and he had to bring it into the pits. Lights on, the pace car off. We'll be restarting with 9 laps to go. JF Finn Guy is still leading. He doesn't have nearly as much cars between himself and Merriweather this time. Sanders is still third. That's Conway in 4th, or is it? No, it's not. It's not. Conway's got a problem. Right as we're getting to the restart. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Wait, are we not going back? There we go. That was a little bit of a late restart. Oh, that was very risky from Lake. Oh, that might have been a black flag. And no, that was very, okay, so she made that work. Very well timed. She's already making moves. But that's a tough break for Conway. I don't know what was wrong. We'll get a report here. It was looks like it was some kind of wheel problem. Just like Corey Sanner earlier in the night. But the laps wind down. Meriwether trying desperately to close in on the 9. He only has one car between himself and Finn Guy, and that's the 18 of Bobo Jones. We'll have to see if Jones ends up being courteous. It didn't matter. Meriwether wiggled on entry. Perhaps the pressure's getting to him. Alexa Lake really forcing her way in. She's trying to pass as many cars as she can. I saw McCarthy. He and Flaubert, two young drivers, are fighting for that final spot in the top 10. So just don't make a mistake. You don't want to screw up this late. But a lot's on the line for those young drivers. Just trying to get a big result here. But Meriwether is just not. I don't think he's got enough in the tank. 3 laps to go now. The gap is 0.8 seconds. And he passes him. There's no cars separating them. And there goes Jefferson. He's past Sanders. He's up to 4th now. He's very quick. Oh, no, Meriwether's still not clear. Now he is. He is completely clear of the 9 now. White flag in the air for Finn Guy. I don't think Meriwether's going to have enough. No, he's going to come up just short. And JF Finn Guy, the short track king, does it again. He's going to win it from the pole here in Louisville. Domination in the A-main. Outstanding performance there. Yeah, very impressive outing there. Meriwether 2nd, got Harrison in 3rd, Jefferson 4th after starting 32nd, and Sanders completing the top 10, completing the top 5. A much cleaner night than Oxford, and still some pretty exciting night. But congratulations to the 9 team.